Play action, stepping up and taking a shot downfield. And the catch is made by Concepcion inside the 15-yard line.
Well, you're going to see the pressure on Marcel Reed. Brian Thomas able to get there. But the speed down the field of Casey Concepcion, too good. One-on-one coverage, not going to be able to keep up with him. Safety's laid over the top.
40. A little surprised they're not running the ball in general on first down and second down. Now in third and long, they have to throw. Sellers layers that beautifully for a first down catch to his brother, Jaden Sellers.
Own coverage on the back end, and younger brother, Jaden, just comes wide open. And a great... Try to confuse you in these spots.
Pressure off the edge. Sellers throws it deep, and it's caught. And they're marking Jacobs down, or no. Now official comes in and says touchdown, South Carolina.
Wow, what an absolute dime. Cannot throw it any better than that. And Jacobs clearly in the end zone as he goes in, falling on top of the corner, Will Lee. Two big third down throws on that drive.
Like a different team than we saw early in the season. One of those losses for the Irish at home against this Texas A&M team. Reed back to work and a strike across the middle. Concepcion. It's still going. And finally brought down.
Football in his hands in the SEC. Motion him over. Just an easy slant route. But get the ball in his hands in open field. And great things happen. Excellent after the catch.
Sorry, he got 83 receiving yards here in the first quarter. Reed in trouble, though. And is able to find his check down. Owens is wide open. Reuben Owens picked up and dropped at the 14 after a 24-yard pickup. Attaway in the game for South Carolina at running back. See if the Gamecocks play it conservatively here. Sellers flipping it across the middle for a first down. Harbor's got great speed. The track star is free. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. If A&M can overcome those mistakes.
We're going to find out. Watch the route. Okay, he's going to sit down in the zone, and it's going to be a good find for Lenore Sellers. And this is just poor tackling. You've got to do a better job as the safety. Dalton Brooks comes down, and he's got to get Nick Harbor on the ground. You cannot miss that tackle and allow a player with the speed of Nick Harbor to get into the open field and take it to the house. You can live with the catch, Dave, but it's the safety's job to get that receiver on the ground.
Trying to keep their unbeaten season alive with a 4th and 12. Reed in trouble, steps up, takes off, has to make the defender miss. He does, and he got the first down.
So sudden and dynamic as a runner. Freeze it right here, guys. He locates it, sees it, and then Fred Johnson, zero.
Well, they keep getting him involved in the run game. He'll throw it here. And he takes a shot, and it's caught for a touchdown by Isaiah Williams. Finally.
Isaiah Williams over all the way across the formation. You see the safety roll down with him. Now freeze it. This route's going to eat up the safety. Now let's run the wheel over the top. And the corner, Collier, he gets flat-footed. Williams gets past him. And finally, a dime delivered for Marcel Reed. Some momentum.
How will Lenore Sellers respond for South Carolina? Rolling out on first down is Sellers and flipping it downfield to Jaden Sellers. His brother making the catch and out of bounds for a 25-yard gain.
Sellers, he's going to be on Tyreek Chappelle. And I thought Chappelle even had a little hold there. Good touch on the football from Lenore to his brother Jake.
They rush 4. Sellers in trouble. Steps away from pressure. Takes off. Has the first down. And then he gets to the ground at the 39-yard line. A 14-yard run. They need to get to the 48 of South Carolina. Reed to pass. And he's got a man. Bussey made the catch. He secures it as he goes to the ground. They pick up 4th and 2.
On the near side, watch Bussey. He's going to start in, and he's going to work over the top, and he's going to find open space. I like the patience here by Marcel Reed. Allow that to clear the linebackers. Come open.
Back to throw again. Stepping up. Taking a shot, and it is caught. Bethel Roman, touchdown, Texas A&M.
Peyton Williams going to be the safety. He's going to clear out and get up here. It's going to be about Swain and about the vertical here by Ashton Bethel Roman, and he never slows down. You see Bakari Swain, he's kind of flat-footed. He's waiting in zone coverage.
Getting this huge extension to stay. But A&M comes back, scoring touchdowns on their first 2 drives. Nick Harbor on the return for South Carolina. Had an 80-yard touchdown in the first half. And a nice return here to the 35. The redshirt sophomore from Nashville, Tennessee. But now off schedule after the holding call. Back to throw off play action from his 3-yard line. And it's caught. Bethel Roman running away from defenders. Will they catch him? They finally do as he's tripped up.
And this was a bit dangerous, Dave. You had 2 guys in one spot. Ashton Bethel Roman and Casey Concepcion. But Ashton Bethel Roman able to break coverage, show off that speed, and a shoestring tackle down the field, and they continue to tend to him down on the field.
Okoronkwo saves a touchdown here because Bethel Roman had turned down the Jets. And he was running away from defenders. They go empty set here for Marcel Reed. 8 of 11, 2 touchdowns in the second half. He'll step back and fire. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Forfeiture makes it a 1-score game.
Nate Forfeiture, you're going to see him just run right up the seam here. I want you to pay attention to the linebacker, 17, Justin Okoronkwo. When Reed kind of head fakes in, he freezes that backer. Nobody gets over the top. It's a wide open Forfeiture, and it's a walk-in touchdown for Texas A&M. I love the play design. Colin Klein, I told you coming into this game, watching this offense on film, I think he's one of the bright young offensive coordinators in college football.
For Marcel Reed. Reed running it himself, got the first down inside the 30, down to the 27 before he's wrapped up by Sean Murphy. Reed hoists it deep. It's caught by Concepcion inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal for Texas A&M.
How about the pocket presence of Marcel Reed? Watch him climb and step up in this pocket. Bodies around him, eyes down the field, good platform. You can't throw it any better on the hands of Concepcion.
They're now inside the 5. Smith, the ball carrier. He's into the end zone for the touchdown, and the game is tied. A&M can take the lead with the extra point. To go, and with the point after, they finally take the lead.
Well, these last 2 plays are a perfect example of this offense. It's Marcel Reed climbing the pocket, an explosive play down the field to Concepcion, then the physicality in the running game. Watch Naboo get out. Watch Zoon come forward, and it's E.J. Smith coming down the right side off a good blocking, getting into the end zone, giving the Aggies their first lead of the day.
Sellers to throw on 2nd and 8. Pocket collapsing. Sellers sacked. Deion Hayes with the takedown for a loss of 7. Blitz coming. Sellers gets away from the defender. Takes off. And sacked again. Back inside the 15 by Lee. 4th down. They go for it on 4th and 6. Sellers. Long throw. Harbor caught it. And he's in bounds. A first down at the 31-yard line. Sellers in trouble. And sacked back inside the 30-yard line by Dalton Brooks. Sellers in trouble again. And down he goes. Back at the 25. Another sack. A loss loss of 4. It's going to be 4th down and 16. Sellers steps up. Taking off. Down he goes. Turnover on downs. A&M a minute away from hanging on for an incredible comeback. One of the greatest we've seen in SEC history. Championship game, which would be their first ever. Texas A&M completes the greatest comeback in school history. Trailing at halftime 30-3, they storm back, score the final 28 points, and knock off South Carolina.